All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Chris Allen Recap number 35. So, the image here is a little teaser of what I'm going to talk about. If you already know, you already know. It's kind of more of the usual. But let me just go over the SmackDown versus Raw with you guys. So, I ended up it's been quite a while since I've done this, I think. I've ended up quitting the mailroom to try and pursue a better opportunity in accounting, in accounts payable. To make a long story short, I didn't leave in the best of ways at the old job. I tried to, but I didn't, which was the first red flag, honestly. I'm not going to make that mistake again if I need to in the future. If it might be made again, but we'll see. But, I left. I went to a new accounting job, and to put a long story really short, this accounting job sucks. Now, I know the common joke, oh, Chris Allen complains about everything, and I do, because things aren't right. And if things aren't right, you should be allowed to complain about them, or even if you think things aren't right. I think people should always be allowed to express their opinion. Now, I think other people should also be allowed to, say their opinion on your opinion, but it's also good not to be dicks. But anyway, we're getting off topic. I went to this new accounting job, not knowing what to expect. I don't have any accounting experience. Let me say this image right here is basically me. I've spent 4 days at this accounting job. The day after the day of my birth that we celebrate, well, that I almost celebrate, kind of, is the day I started this new job. I've worked there for 4 days. This has been one of the worst jobs I've ever fucking worked. And it's not because of the people. The people are okay that I work with. They're nice people. It's not because the job itself is necessarily too hard. It's complicated, but it's accounting, right? Eventually you're going to get it. And I am starting to get the job. It's not too hard of a job. It's annoying. Accounting is annoying. It's a job. But it's not too bad. The main issue I have is the place I'm working at. The place I'm working at, which will not be named, is fucking a hellhole. This place is basically, it has shown me that things are run stupidly. Leadership really has no idea how things should be done or how things could be done, especially when they have absorbent amounts of money and can easily spend it to improve things and make themselves more money, but they're just dumb. Because basically, I'm the accounts payable person, not for one store, but for 4 stores that's backed up by like 4 or 5 months. We're backed up. We are backed up out the ass. Other people are so backed up they can't teach me. There's no other accounts payable person to teach me or handle the work that's backed up to help me. And it's just basically all around a horrible thing in general. So my mind has basically turned to mush. I've learned the system. Again, accounts payable is not hard. I've basically learned it. But when you put a man who has no clue what he's doing into a situation where you barely can really teach him because you're so busy yourself, and there's a dumpster fire going on and you're just tossing him into the fire head first, it's like, what do you expect? It's such a stressful job, and it could easily be remedied, I believe. Obviously, there's a backlog, and I've worked through most of it for these fuckers, but my god, this place is stressful. Now, I don't like having images like this on the screen for too long, so let's start transitioning from this. Basically, that's a little rundown of how it's gone. I've messaged my old job back, the mailroom, and I might be going back there, hopefully, if they take me again. I didn't leave in the best of ways, but because I was such a good worker, and probably because they need someone, and they know who I am, and they know I'm a good worker, they might take me back. But let's transition from this picture of how I am to how I could be in the future. Like this. Look at these hot Asian, decent looking Asian women feeding this capybara. This could be me. This could be me, and I hope it is one day. But regardless, let me talk about it. So, this accounting job has caused me unparalleled levels of stress. Now, obviously, the other job has too, but this accounting job has put things into perspective. A lot of people told me, and this is the problem with what a lot of people tell you, they can only go on what you tell them, and what you tell them might not be indicative of the reality of it, because people have a biased people. I mean, me, I'm tired, right? Maybe I over explain things, or maybe I explain things in a certain way because of my biasness, but I really can't stress enough how busy this accounting job is and how stressful it is. It is insanely bad. Now, because of this has led me to complain and do this and that. And, people have told me, oh, you wanted this, you complained about the other job. I'm going to complain. I'm going to say my opinion if I think things are bad, because I want them to get better. I want things to be good. And I also want to complain because I'm a bitch. However, and I can't go on for too long because the Fortnite event is soon, and I gotta go to the gym and go shopping and do all the other things in life that I have to do that I hate, but I have to do them. So hopefully I won't drone on forever, but basically, I've gotten a mix of opinions, and one of the hardest things I found it to be, or I found that I can do or try to do, is just make a decision. I don't trust myself enough to make a good decision, so I often go to other people for advice. The problem is, I go to a lot of other people, and they give me differing opinions, which end up just, conflicting. So if I go with this guy's opinion, it conflicts with this other one's, and then it makes me feel bad, because then it makes me feel like whatever choice I make will not be the right choice. I mean, I feel like that in general, no matter what. But with this, I honestly feel, after all the debates I've had and everything, I feel like there's an argument for both, but I don't regret what I've done. I don't regret going into this new job, because I have learned accounts payable to a bare level, but a level where I think I can bullshit it in a new job if I ever need one. Of course, now I would have to sort of lie, because I'm not going to put on my resume, hey, I worked 4 days in accounts payable. 5 if I go on Monday, but I really don't want to, but we'll see. But I've learned that this is kind of what a real job is like. It's stressful as hell. This job is worse than a real job. It's a real job, but this is like one of the bottom of the barrel real jobs. There are some jobs out there that are traps, right? That just need people, and people are stupid enough to take them, not knowing there's better opportunities. This all goes into what you value from life. I'm all for, doing work and doing this and doing that, even though I don't want to. When it's put in front of me and it's not bad and I'm comfortable, I don't mind doing it, even though I'm a little forced to, because I need the money, and if I don't do it, I'll be fired and get no money. But regardless, I'm not like lazy or a dick enough to just not work and that's it. When work needs to get done, I'll fucking do it just because I don't want to do it later. So I'm not against doing work. It's just, there needs to be a certain level of stress. I value places and things that are not stressful. I've learned that. I hate stress. Stress is not good. There is a feeling I got from working this accounts payable job, that when I finally finished something and I cut a check after 4 hours, I felt, wow, okay, I actually did work and I did good. I felt accomplished a little bit. And then I realized, wait, I'm going to have to do this how many more times in this little time span because we're so backed up, and then I hated it. A lot of people will always say, shoot as high as you can, push yourself, do this, do that. I don't think there's any shame in not doing it. I think as long as you know what you want and you get what you want, there's no shame in anything, right? Well, as long as it doesn't conflict with other people at their expense. I always say that. That's my mantra. Do what makes you happy as long as it doesn't take away from what others do, right? Now, obviously, maybe people don't want what's best for them, or maybe they make excuses, or they think they want something because of falsities or because of how they view life. Like, oh, I want this mailroom job because I think I can do nothing better, even though other people have told me other things. But then I say I value, chill environments that have no stress. Which, then why do you want money? Well, I want money because I want money. Money makes the world go round, and more money would make me even less stressed. Well, if you want more money, why don't you work hard in the short term to get it in the long term? Because I do not like the short term stress. Now, there's a lot of things I'm putting out here. But basically, all you need to know is this has made me realize what I value, which is not stress. I don't value stress. I don't want stress in the work environment. I don't want stress in general. My mind is already fucked up enough to where I stress too much. So I don't want stress. And this job gives me way too much stress. So the grass isn't always greener on the other side is what a lot of people, well, some of the people I've talked to have told me. They're like, oh, don't... I've seen, both sides of the fence. People don't want me to go back. People do want me to go back. It's crazy. And again, it leads to me not being able to make a decision of what I want to do. Because what I want to do, I don't think is right. So I try and get others' opinions, like I said. But overall, this accounting job has made my mind like mush. It's scary as hell. It's stressful as hell. I'm going to go and trying to go back to the mailroom. If not, I'll try and stick it out as long as I can in the accounting job, just to really reinforce what I've learned. Because I think I've learned it enough. I'm a pretty quick learner, at least in this respect, not with other respects. So maybe I could bullshit this and have something better, but my goodness, it's been a wild fucking ride. Again, I don't regret it. I don't regret it because I did learn accounts payable and I did see how a hell job is, even though I've had some jobs before that were hell, but not like this. Not like this. This one is like insane. It really goes to show you, man. I don't know if I want money if this is how you get it. I mean, obviously, I just want money to fall into my lap, but that's not realistic. But I'm okay with settling. There has to be a middle ground, and I think I'm okay with the middle ground of I'll settle for an okay job where I don't make too much. As long as it's enough to get by, I think that might be okay for me because I really don't want this stress. It's crazy. I can't sleep. I don't eat too much. I'm not having fun with anything. I mean, again, this happened before, but I got used to it before. Before I got used to it and before the job was so chill. Again, comparing it, both jobs are bad, but the other one was a lot less bad than this one. But anyway, hopefully something changes. Hopefully I get lucky in the future and I become like this capybara where these two lovely Asian women are petting me and feeding me what seems to be a cherry or something. And hopefully things work out well. But yeah, that's how I've been. I mean, you know, as always, I've been pretty bad, pretty sad. And I don't sound it either. I don't sound it either because my mind is exhausted. Once I get past a certain point of exhaustion, I'm just on autopilot mode. I feel like absolute fucking bull poop inside. Like, my mind is just shot. My mind is still hurting from my job. It's Saturday. I've had a night of rest where I actually slept a little bit because my body was so exhausted. But after a certain point, I just don't show much emotion anymore. I show a little bit. Just because I feel like I'm living in a fantasy land with what this bullshit has become. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I've been struggling. And I hope to go back to the way things were, where I'm going to struggle, but not as badly, hopefully, at least mentally. Maybe monetarily I'll struggle, but I was always struggling monetary. By the way, this new accounting job doesn't pay shit. Accounts payable, I heard is supposed to be like $41,000 on the low end. Bruh, I make $17 an hour. This shit's nothing. I mean, again, I'm starting and I don't know anything, but this is not a hard job. And for the amount of work I have to do covering 4 stores, this is ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, I hate my new accounting job. I'm going to quit it or go back to the old one. But either way, we'll see what happens in the future. It fucking sucks. Fuck stress. You don't have to shoot for the moon. And I don't want to shoot for the moon anymore if this is what it is. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's where I'm at.